Hey, I'm Kelly Ruda. I am the founder and CEO of Fierce Chick Coaching, and this is another episode of The 3-Minute Mentor. So by now, you've probably figured out that I am crazy passionate about coaching people around becoming the greatest versions of themselves. And obviously, obstacles are going to come up along the way, and I'm going to talk to you about 2 of those obstacles today. But before I do, I want to remind you of something that drives everything I do, all of my coaching, all of the therapy I do, and that is the belief that you are here for a purpose. Every single one of us comes to this life with a gift or a set of gifts that we are charged with using in service of other people. And discovering that and then expanding and growing it and putting it out into the world is what these videos and what my coaching is all about. But we're going to talk about 2 of the biggest obstacles that get in the way and have been gotten in the way for me as well in the past. Once I broke through them, a whole new world opened up to me. So before I tell you what these 2 things are, I want you to understand that I get it. They come from a place of being afraid of stepping into your own power and what that means. It's a fear of your bigness, your power, and also what will change in life when you tap into and use that power day in and day out. So I'm not criticizing you at all by pointing these things out, but what I am saying to you is you need to move them out of the way so that you can step into your greatest self. So the very first thing is this. Ladies, stop asking or waiting for permission to do what you need to do to become your best self. I hear women ask all the time, well, what do you think? Or should I? Or, what's your opinion? Or may I? Or do you think people will get mad? That kind of stuff is asking for permission. You don't need permission to become the greatest you can be. So stop asking for it. You're not becoming this person in order to make friends and in order to win the popularity contest. You're becoming this person for a much greater reason. And so really the only person you need to be asking is you. Am I in alignment? Are these situations or choices that are developing the win-win for me in my life? And are they allowing me to step into a role of greatness? The second thing is perfection. And I know so many of you who are listening to this can really relate to that. And you're a perfectionist when you don't put things out into the world because you're afraid they might be imperfect. Even doing these videos, I had to get past this. I'm not hiring some big production studio to come out and record me and edit and do all the high-end stuff. I'm just putting me out there in the hopes that what I say and what I have learned along the way will help you. But to be able to take that step in my business and in my life, I had to be willing to take imperfect action. And I have to do that every day, all day long. I have to redecide constantly to show up and do the best that I know how to do with what I have in that moment. So for this week, what I want you to ask yourself, your action steps for the week are this. Number 1, do you ask permission in life? And be honest. And if you know that you do, who are you asking permission from? Is it your spouse, your boss, which sometimes you have to do, but friends, family members? And then ask yourself how that's holding you back. Is there one time this week that when you feel compelled to say, well, what do you think I should do? That you can stop, go within, and just ask yourself, is this the right decision for me? The second thing around perfection is I want you to make one decision this week where you are frightened and you know it's imperfect, but your intuition and your gut say, do it. It's time to step up and reclaim your power. And you don't do that through perfection. So I've been getting great feedback on these videos and I want to hear from you. You can either email me at info@kellyruda.com or you can just go below and join the conversation on Facebook or YouTube and let us know a little bit, let me and everybody else in our community know a little bit about your struggles around perfection and permission. And let's come together and really support each other. And of course, above all else, be fierce.